Hello everybody, Bruce here, back with another game. Sorry it's been taking me so long with getting another video out. I've been having some personal issues and recording issues as well, which has been just annoying. I've recorded about 3 or 4 videos this week and all of them have had an issue, so I couldn't upload them and it's just been discouraging. But today we're going to be playing Wartorn. So this is actually a roguelike RTS game. That's very cool. I've played a bunch of it so far, and I liked it quite a bit. Now, we're not going to be starting from the beginning, only because as I was playing, I realized that doing a fresh playthrough of this is not going to be very entertaining, because a lot of the beginning of the game is tutorials, of course, but also you're not very strong, so you can't get very far, so it's just repeating the same levels over and over and over again for about 2 hours until you can make some progress. So what we're going to be doing instead is I'm going to get my save file that I have currently, and we're going to do a playthrough of that. Now I'll explain all the mechanics and everything as they go. Nothing really changes other than the story. You get more and more of a story as you progress through the game, and when you die, and repeat the process. So we're going to go ahead and do that today instead. So let's get right into it.
Greetings, Raven. We are in need of your service.
We have 2 characters right here. We have Yara and Alani. Yara is the yellow one, and Alani is the orange one. They are sisters, and their village has been attacked by a neighboring... I don't want to say civilization, but neighboring faction, yeah, is a better word for it. Has been attacked by a neighboring faction, and so has basically their country-ish area. And so they are right now on a mission to get kind of vengeance for it. They're seeking a way to get justice for it. That's what it is. And so they go on a journey to do that, but on the way they have a bunch of problems, being attacked and other things of the like. Now, this is the hub area, so this is actually their villa that they live in, and right now we have a couple of different things that we can do here. Now, so the first thing right here is the community tree. So what we get during our playthrough are called strands. So this is a resource that lets us upgrade pretty much our entire party throughout the playthroughs. So we can increase everyone's max health, max base damage, our starting food, starting coin, everything. So this right here affects the entire caravan that you have, all of your units and resources that you start with and everything like that. So it makes the playthroughs easier. This right here is the family spell book. Now this allows you to choose from 5 different spells that Alani and Yara can use. I don't think there's going to be any more. I'm not sure. They might add some more because this game is in early access right now, so it's not going to... Well, it's not finished yet, obviously, in early access. So we're going to be running Hydrodret. This is the one that I find the most useful because it does quite a bit of damage, and it knocks back smaller units, which stuns them, and they have to get back up and reform their formations and everything, and it gives you a lot of time to get damage on them. And there's also interactions between elements in this as well. So there's being wet, there's water, there's electricity, there's fire, and there's tar. So sorry if you can hear thunder in the background. It's storming right now. But right now there's water, lightning, fire, and tar. So water and lightning, obviously if a unit gets wet and they get struck by lightning, they take extra damage. And then if a unit is covered in tar by itself will slow units down so they can't move as fast. And if they get hit with fire, they start to burn. They ignite and they start to burn. If they get hit with lightning, I think that it hardens the tar and they have even more of a decreased movement speed, but I'm not entirely sure. Because they explained it once and I didn't really catch onto that. Right here is an heirloom case. So throughout our journey, we can find different items that will boost specific things, stats or other things of the like. Right now I'm going to be running... Actually, I'm not going to be running Pecking Stone because it's not very good. we're going to be doing Mooster Milk, which gives us cooldown reductions on all of our abilities across the company. So that's really good. And then over here is the practice range, and this is where we can practice moves and stuff like that, as well as choose between 3 different weapons. So the default weapon you start off with is a sword and shield. So it gives you more health, and it gives you, as you upgrade it, it gives you abilities, a passive ability, which will increase the melee damage of nearby units, and you can get an active ability where you get a shield that reflects all damage. Right now, what I have equipped are the daggers. These do decrease damage. They do less damage than the sword and shield, and you have less health. However, you have increased crit chance and bleed chance as well, which is really, really good because there is a flanking mechanic in this game, and you want to rely on it heavily. It's very, very good. And then lastly, there is the bow. Unfortunately, we don't have that unlocked right now because you need to do 250,000 damage with a ranged squads, and I'm only at around 60,000. And lastly, we gotta walk all the way over here. I do wish that you could do a menu instead of this. You have the option between doing one or the other, because having to run back and forth between every one of these rooms is pretty tedious. We have the family portrait gallery. Now, along the journey, you can meet different family members, is what they're called, and they will give you different passive abilities. Right now, I have Inkira on, and she will give us a rarity bonus for trinkets, and trinkets are just passive or active abilities that you can slap onto a unit, and they do different things, and some are better than others, just depending on the unit that you stick them on. And you can also upgrade these portraits as well. And then lastly, this is how you start a run. So you have to flee the catacombs. Initially, when you start the game, it'll only let you it'll give you the first 3 units, and they have to be the same for like the first 10 runs. It's kind of crazy. So it's usually rainmakers, so water mages, lightning mages, and then a giant troll. But after a while, you'll be able to just start choosing which units you want, which is where I'm at now. So we're gonna go ahead and start a run, and we can just pick off which unit we want to start off with off the bat. This is randomized during every single run, so each one is different. So I'm actually gonna go with the rainmakers. I really like water mages and the lightning mages combination. It's really, really good because just as their base attacks, they combo each other very well, and they do a lot of damage. And once you upgrade them, they get more abilities, or once they level up, they get more abilities, or they can change classes entirely, which is really good.
Your aid is deeply appreciated in our time of need.
All right, let's go. So these are the enemies of the game, for the most part. They're from the faction of Imperia. These are Stigs. I don't really know what that is lore-wise, or in any mythology whatsoever, but most of the time they do deal with fire. So having water mages as well is really good because you can actually douse fire off of your units, because the rainmakers have an ability where they can make it rain on whatever position you like. This is the journey map. So there's a bunch of different routes that we can take, and they all have different events that happen. You can see here we have Klux and Voxia. These are family members that we can take these routes and then go pick these family members up as well. And then there's also Warlord events that happen as well. Those are randomized from wherever you get them from. And we're gonna go ahead and start our journey. So a different stroke of luck. So this is your event page. This is pretty much what happens. This entire thing is pretty much a journal by Yara. So anytime you go through these, you're going to read what she's writing and what she's thinking. So for this one, our wagon slogged through the dense woods. For the main roads would still be more dangerous. Again, as we approached the same thicket of brambles, we heard voices. Yet was it the same family of lightning mages as before, or did Destiny have something else in store? So like I said, I like having the lightning mages with the water mages, so we're actually going to go ahead and pick those guys up. Though they had no memory of us, we welcomed the lightning mages to our caravan, where they were met by suspicious glances from the others. We quickly thank them for heeding our call before preparing for the imminent Empyrean ambush. As the moment arrived yet again, we raised our weapons for another fight. And this is our unit select screen, so we can have up to 5 different units. Unfortunately, Yara and Alani are locked to our first slot, so we can never change them. And I say unfortunately because they can sometimes be a liability, only because there's only 2 of them, and they go down quite quickly sometimes, or they get overwhelmed when there's a unit that has up to 16 fighters in it, and it's difficult for them to deal with that. But let's go and get started. Alrighty, so this is effectively the first real level of the game. So alright, so there's a slowdown mechanic. It is your spacebar, and what this does is it just slows down the game so that you can do your moves and tactics and stuff like that without having to panic about what's going on very quickly. Look at that, we're already destroying these guys. These guys are covered in tar, but that's okay. Going to kill these guys very quickly. All right, so there's another mechanic in the game as well that really makes it a little difficult. You see how these rain mages right here, water mages, are missing health. So the longer that you're in a fight, or the more damage that they take while in a level with missing health, that missing health will turn to health that cannot be recovered within the fight. It has to be recovered through your journey in the caravan. And I know I'm playing shittily right now because mages should not be on the front line, but I'm just trying to get through this level real fast. We can heal them up pretty easily on the journey, so it's not that big of a deal right now. Oh, we actually lost a Rainmaker. That's not good. All right, and then we get, after every single fight or event, we get some resources. Coins to buy stuff. We need food on the journey to feed our units, obviously. And I believe, yeah, so the more units we have and the more refugees we have, the more food it's going to take each day to feed them. We have refugees, and now these guys are going to be used to replenish the numbers of any unit that has lost a member. So right now we lost a Rainmaker, so we can go ahead and recruit and regain that 6th member. Now, just because we regain that 6th member does not mean that we're going to get this health back right here with the slanted or the crossed out section. That has to be recovered throughout the journey no matter what. Or when you visit a store, you can get bandages and stuff like that to heal units. Let's see, we're going to make it to the next event here. Troubled or not, as we near the location where we first found the troll Treble, my foils sensed that something was different this time. Wait, Alani, I said. Did you feel that? I felt my stomach growl, she replied. Do we have any more smoked panga? No, there's something magical in the air this time. So this one also gives you the choice of getting the troll Treble or Trouble. He's just a giant troll. You get one of him, and he has ability where he throws a rock. I unfortunately don't really like trolls very much, only because there's a mechanic in the game where there's missile blocking in the game, and it happens with your own units as well. So my mage is standing in the back line. If they're standing behind Trouble and he's fighting someone on the front line, their missiles will just strike him in the back. It won't do damage, but they won't reach their target, and that's a huge liability. So I typically don't like to have him. Who I do like to have are the Pinebuck hurlers, or just hurlers in general. There's different attributes to, or randomized attributes to units when you get them. I'll explain them as we kind of interact with them. We have tank melee characters, support range characters, or support melee characters. I'm going to go ahead and grab the tank melee characters. Now, the Vanguard Spearmid, I'm not a huge fan of. They're very weak. They die incredibly fast. They are good cannon fodder to have on the front line, especially in the early game. You can kind of just throw them away and not feel too bad about it, because their ability that they have is just a shield bash, and it doesn't do very much other than just knock down some enemies. All right, and you'll see these little icons above everyone's heads. These are their abilities. So like I said, the Vanguard Spearmen have a shield bash. The Rainmakers have the ability to make it rain on a certain spot, and Lightning Mages have an ability to make a giant lightning strike happen on any spot. Now with abilities like this that do damage, you do have to be careful because it will do damage to your own units. So if I were to have the Rainmakers make it rain on an area where, let's say, Yara and Alani are fighting someone and it rains on them, and then I have the Lightning Mages do the bolt on that same area, Yara and Alani will take that double damage from that interaction, from them being wet and being struck by lightning. So you do have to be careful of that. And we're actually just going to wait here, because while this is an escape mission, the enemies will come to us after a little while, and it's usually better that way. So we can kind of set up a defensive formation or just flank them with whichever unit is farthest away from them. So we're going to go, because they can usually come up from up here or down here. So we're just going to wait for a second. Yep, there they are. All right, here are the Spearmen. I'm going to have these guys move up here. Yep, the Spearmen are going to go ahead and just... Oh, shit! There's the Troll. I'm going to have these guys get stuck in the back real fast. They'll die. Okay, here's the Troll. Now we can have our guys take orders in a specific section, in a specific order. All right, and then we're actually going to just go ahead and do this. Yeah, these guys just attack this. Man, attack him! Yeah, that's kind of one gripe I have with the game. The maps are a little tight, which I'm not a huge fan of, because what ends up happening is units will get stuck on each other or on terrain, and they won't attack. See, like, these guys are just doing nothing now because they're being blocked by 2 of my units. So I have to make them go all the way around.
Oh, splendid. You're here.
Indeed. And we already have a plan to get a decree from Lady Justice. So we merely came to let you know. And to make you feel guilty for not joining us.
Oh. Well, I suppose I am far too busy, yet I could spare this, should you need it on your journey.
Many thanks. You honor us with your kindness. Farewell.
May the knot be restored. How odd. Why did they behave so mysteriously?
All right, we did pretty good. We didn't lose anyone there, which is good. Now, another huge mechanic of the game is hope. So the hope represents your will to go on in the game. But this is a really important mechanic to manage, because as you use units in a fight, you'll actually lose hope. And depending on which unit it is, if it's Yara and Alani, you lose quite a bit of hope. If you run out during either a fight or on the wagon journey on the map, you'll just lose the run right then and there. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's no way to make that not happen. Now you can replenish your hope from random events that happen, or by buying items that restore hope. And it's usually not an issue for this first section of the game, but for the second section it is. And it's kind of rough. I've lost a few runs because of that. Now this is just a healing well. We can see who we want to heal. I'm going to go ahead and do the Bolt Mages right here, and we get 1 hope from that. And let's see how much it healed them. Yep, healed them all the way, so they are no longer at half health. And we'll go ahead and continue the journey. Now, this is a junction, so these are pretty much the main way that you travel across the entire board. They will have different markets, or mercenary taverns, or mercenary training camps, or different things like that, and they'll sell different things. Oh, excuse me, right now this is a mercenary tavern, and we can buy different units here. I don't really feel the need to do that right now, because I feel pretty okay with who I have, and they don't really have any units that I like. I do like the Crones, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Crones are really good because they are melee fighters, but they have a passive where lightning periodically strikes a random nearby enemy unit. And combined with the Rainmakers, that lightning will just jump between units, and they'll take extra damage as well. So actually, I am going to pick them up, because I don't really plan on having the Spearmen for very much longer. And now, these little tiles right here are the events that you will encounter on the route that you take, and which kind of store or outpost that you will come to at each junction. So this right here is a squad battle, so this is just going to be a regular fight, and I believe you can get a unit afterwards. I don't really remember. And a squad event, which is an event which will allow you to get a squad. And then when you get to the junction, you'll encounter a general store. This one is a trinket battle, so once you beat the battle, you'll get a trinket from this one, and a coin event, which is an encounter that lets you gain or lose coin. It just kind of depends on the choices that you make. And at the end of it, you'll come to a military outpost. I'm actually going to take this outpost up here because I haven't... yeah, we're being ambushed on this one. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and start. There's a spot on this map right here that I haven't gone yet, and it would let me 100% this area of the map. So I just need to get it, which is why I'm going up. So we're going to have everyone step back. This is a defense mission, so the enemies here are going to come to us in... Oh, wow, there's actually a lot of them. Can't really go around, so we're going to have to stop them there. You guys really need to not walk right at them, please. Oh, actually, you guys go fight them. You can go here, and you can come around back. Yeah, they want to destroy our wagon, and if our wagon health goes down to 0, we just completely lose. We're gonna do this. Boom! Look at that. All their health is gone. We're gonna shield bash just to knock these guys down. Okay, we're getting blocked by okay, you guys need to back up. There's a troll throwing rocks at you. Christ. We're losing our spearmen pretty heavy-handedly, which is not great. Yeah, let's make it rain on our guy. And what are you doing? Why are you walking over here? Just shoot them. Let's get these crones in here. Okay, you gotta move. There's a troll over here throwing rocks, and that shit does a lot of damage. And I think he's the last unit too, actually. You know what? It might not even be a troll. It might be one of those tree guys. We're gonna send the crones in, and these guys. Yep, it's one of those tree guys that throws rocks. Once you get close to him, though, he just completely stops. So we're gonna and we're gonna do this. Yeah, see, he just curls up and does absolutely nothing. I meant to send the lightning mages, but that's... And we can just kill him. He's not gonna do anything now. Now, the wagon damage that we've accumulated on this is permanent. So once we get back out into the... Yeah, we lost 2 spearmen. Like I said, these guys die super fast, but I don't really care because I don't plan on keeping them long term. Oh, here's the trinket reward. So we can either give Yara or Alani max increased health. We can get a trinket, which is every wet enemy is struck by lightning and takes a moderate amount of damage. Or Inspiration's banner, gain a portion of the experience earned by allied squads. We're actually going to take Curiosity's cat because that'll be really good on the Rainmakers. It is an active ability, so once we make some units... we douse them, he can activate that, and they'll take lightning damage, which is pretty good. All bets are off. In a crowded square, a Celeste human with a thick brow and crooked grin beckoned me and Alani over. In front of him, a mix of elaborate cards were spread out. Care to try your luck, my beauties? He asked, a gold tooth shining from his wide smile. High card wins. Only 1 gold coin can play a hand. Quietly, Alani arched her brow, motioning with a subtle nod of her head. I noticed, just as she did. He had carefully palmed a card in his hand, hidden from view. We had encountered a swindler. How dare you try to cheat us out of our money? Perhaps we can cheat him instead. Actually, I'll go with the cheating. I'm happy to play, I replied, but only if we use my deck. I produced my own deck of cards from my pocket, handing it over with a smile. I prefer the colors. Your deck, he asked. Of course, Alani agreed. Shouldn't be a problem for you. His smile strained, but as the crowd gathered around, he had no choice. He took the cards and began to shuffle. Needless to say, without the advantage of his hidden card, we won the game. With a grimace, he handed over a few coins. Luck be with you, he grumbled. We got some money. Not a lot, but some. Moved to tears. This morning along a particularly quiet stretch of road, the wind began to carry a melody so beautiful it stopped me in my tracks. Do you hear that, I asked Alani, who looked as transfixed as I did. She pointed to the west. Let's see who it is. We moved through the bush and encountered a beautiful young siren adorned in a frock of pure white, beckoning to us with a smile and a song. The strands are tangled still, but in my heart you unwind all of me. Or unwind all of me. She sang her words, making my heart skip a beat. If you love me, your coins will stay with me. I scrambled to reach into my coin purse to offer the singer. I fell to my knees sorrowful and ashamed. We have no coin to offer. We'll give her some money. Oh, we just lose money instead. Never mind. Entranced, both Alani and myself held out coins. They slowly drifted as if on their own into a mystical swirling orb of wind hovering in front of the beautiful songstress's hands. My eyes blinked with tears as I reached back into my pockets to discover them empty. I have no more money to give you, I managed. I'm sorry. Her smile was ethereal. You will dream of me still. Should we meet again, she sang, you will offer more. I watched in hazy bliss as she floated away into nothingness. Drats, I blinked suddenly, the fog in my mind dissipating as Alani searched her pockets. Were we bewitched? We've given away so much coin. That's on me. That's on me. Shouldn't have done that. We lost all of our money from that. The Adaran military outpost. We found an Adaran military outpost today. Alani and I decided it would be best if we approached them alone since we were of their mantra. They welcomed us with open arms, believing that we were there to join their ranks. We explained that we were merely traveling in the area and hoped they may have some supplies we could buy from them. As the commander started gathering his goods, he also mentioned that some of their soldiers would join our caravan if they are well compensated.
Welcome in.
Yeah, so military outposts like this are just kind of a mix of things. I don't have the coin to buy stuff really, but these guys might be good just to kind of replace our spearmen right now, but I'm not going to spend the coin. Do I have recruits? Yeah, I'll go and replace one here. And we're going to go down. Actually, I need to equip the Rainmakers with this trinket right here. And once you equip a trinket on a run, you cannot take it off. So you do have to be mindful of that whenever you're deciding who gets what. Pig out. I was in the middle of inventorying our dwindling stores when suddenly a set of the most monstrous hogs I had ever seen rushed towards me. Their muscles bulged, oozing with sores. Ew. Their tusks were as sharp and long as lances. My pigs, the fervent man rushed in as he watched the pigs run rampant amongst our camp. The local warlords are trying to harvest them. Thought I could train them to protect themselves, but I don't have the patience. Now they're just feral. They're going to eat everything in sight, I snapped, if they don't kill our men first. Don't hurt them. Help me gather them up, he begged. They're all I have left. I feel bad. I hate doing mean things on games. I'm gonna go ahead and help him. That was a huge mistake. Jesus Christ. I can stop them, the farmer insisted. Stay back. Though I admired his confidence, it proved to be ill-founded. No sooner had he laid his hands on his precious hogs than they turned on him, mauling him alive. The screams of agony made my skin crawl with horror. We tried to intervene, but the hogs seemed to only grow in size. We could not take them. We abandoned our camp quickly, stealing what food we could, and left them to gorge on the rest. Though the hunger pangs gnaw on my stomach, it was not worth our lives to deal with those cursed beasts. Alright, my bad. My mistake. And this is another escape battle right here. I really got to get it together. I'm making all the wrong moves. Alright, we're gonna escape. I'm gonna send these guys out first. They usually come from up here, but sometimes they come from here as well. Yep, there they go. No, everyone. Okay, now just stand back. Morons. Okay. Yeah, we'll send the crones to hit these guys. And then spearmen, we'll go to deal with this troll right now. We're gonna do this. And then what is this? Oh, R. This. Okay, why are we not fighting, guys? Alright, everyone's just dying for free right now. That was annoying. You see what I'm talking about? They kind of just stand there sometimes, and it's a bit ridiculous. Oh, shit. Where are the crones? 4. Oh, shit. Worse. Crones, stand back. Don't get hit by that. Now go in. Alright. The sisters are down. These guys are about to die. This run is going to shit. Very quickly. Alright, she's dead. Okay. Well, this is not good. He's dead. Now, I'm pretty sure these are the last ones, but this shit is annoying. Yeah, sometimes this game will just send you the craziest fucking stack of enemies possible. 2 trolls right now is ridiculous. Just annihilated everyone that I have. Shard of Chaos Mirror. Damage, launch a random elemental projectile into the sky. Upon landing, it explodes after a delay, dealing damage and applying its element. Every stone or knockback enemy gets coated in tar. We'll take this one. I don't really use the tar mechanic too much. It seems very, very... I don't want to say situational, but it's just not super great. But I will do this. And we need to get food, money, and units. Bad. The Matchmaker. Lonnie came to me today with the most touching story. Today, one of the refugees, a small celeste stig with speckles where his eyes should be, confessed to her, "I'm in love." Intrigued, Alani asked who. "Helena," he sighed, pointing across the way at a plump warrior maiden with a crooked nose. "She is like a cosmic to me." Alani grinned. "Then tell her. Why are you waiting?" "I dare not. Too many things can go wrong. I made a list. She may hate me. She may reject me entirely. What if she only likes creatures with eyes? Maybe you could tell her." Forever romantic, Alani agreed to play matchmaker. Alani volunteered me to tell Helena. "I'll do Alani." Later that night, Alani approached Helena. "I'm here to deliver a message." "What is it?" she asked, an excited sparkle in her eye. "Room for me in a squad, finally?" No, Alani said apologetically, and instead handed over a love letter. "You have an admirer. They've written this letter for you." She took the note, brow furrowing. Later, we saw her approach our Stig refugee. As they cuddled together by the campfire, Alani grinned. I admit, my spirits lifted as well. Our world is bleak, but moments like this remind us what we are fighting for. We got some hope, which is good, because our hope is damn near gone. I have no money, but let's see if we can buy somebody. We need guys in the front line. Scoundrels are okay, but they die pretty fast. They have a high crit chance, though. I don't want to take the crones again, because they will also die really fast without a solid front line to kind of distract the enemies. This sucks. Damn it. I'll take the crones because they're cheaper. And I'll go down because there's a warlord going this way. Twisted wagon. Yesterday we navigated our wagon slowly along sheer cliffside, careful to avoid any movement that would spill our precious cargo over the dangerous ragged edge into the valley below. In the crevices hundreds of feet down, we could see the shredded carcasses of other wagons that did not fare so well. Careful, Alani warned as the wagon began to skirt dangerously towards the edge. "Watch the wheels, you'll send it over." The warning did not come soon enough. The rear wheel... Wow. Did y'all hear that? That was super loud. The rear wheel was forced over a rock and teetered, starting to slip off the edge. Quickly, I shouted. Everyone move together, we can pull it back. Nobody move! Yeah. Ah, shit. Our wagon might be dead. Alani jumped into action and started hurling supplies off of the wagon. What I thought was her normal reckless action was actually an effort to shift the balance of the wagon. Realizing her plan, I grabbed some rope and lashing it to the axle, started trying to right the wagon. A few of our comrades helped me pull, and as the weight started shifting from Alani's work, the wagon began to move despite having taken some significant damage in the ordeal. With one last burst of effort, we managed to right the wagon and return it to the road. A cheer rose from the group. As we gathered our belongings that were strewn across the road, I discovered a small patch of bell sprouts. Our near disaster had turned to good fortune. Oh no, we're good. An orphan's tears. The sad sight came upon us on the long road today. An overturned carriage, horses mutilated, and their owners. A once handsome Zycius elf couple lifelessly sprawled across the debris. Even more tragically, we also discovered their crying orphan child half buried in dirt, hidden under their parents' shield. Terrified of babbling nonsense, we managed to learn that the child has grandparents in a small town north of here, but the road there is treacherous. The child will never reach her grandparents on her own. We consider sending a squad, or scarce on time. We cannot spare anyone to accompany the child. I'll help the child. The squad volunteered and took the orphan by the hand down a narrow forest path off the main road. Damn! I'll send them rainmakers. Alright. Celeste training ground. Nice, very nice.
Welcome.
No money whatsoever. Clean bandages. Everyone's at full health, I think. Yeah. I really don't want to do a warlord battle. We have absolutely nobody, so we're gonna go down. Wagon wheel problems. There's been heavy rain the last few days. The road has become treacherous and patchy. Navigating it has taken quite a bit of care. With every step, our wheels groaned and sank deeper in the mud. We traveled slowly, but we managed to keep moving. Another family was not quite as lucky. As we came upon them, we discovered their wagon sunk deep into the mud. The matriarch, her knees sunk in the muck, waved her hands wildly at the sight of us. Please, Adara elves, help us. We are Adara too. We are stranded. I'm not gonna leave them there. I'll help. We discovered the wheel was broken beyond repair. I'm afraid you'll have to abandon this wagon. You can join us, Lonnie piped up. The matriarch furrowed her brow. You travel with more than just Adara. How can we be safe? You have another option, I asked, affronted at the obvious prejudice. It is not easy, but we are united. She scoffed and after a moment answered stiffly. I trust your word, Adara, but no others. We will join you. We got some refugees. Spoiled and damp. This week the sun darkened suddenly, and without warning, we were besieged by torrential rain. With drops the size of my thumb, it was as if existence itself was furious with us, personally making sure we could move no further than a few feet at a time. It lasted a full day and night, soaking through every bit of our supplies. We were drenched and miserable, but worse still, our bags of grain were soaked through. This is unsalvageable, Alani sighed. We must toss it. I thought there was too much to lose if we tossed it all out. We'll dry it out. Fuck! We tried to dry out the grain in the sun, but the clouds did not dissipate. Soon the grain began to swell and turn color with mold, turning into a green, distasteful paste. I wouldn't even feed this to the hogs, I muttered, nose wrinkling with disgust. You were right, Alani. We should have tossed it. Easily remedied. With a sweep, she flung the wasted bags of grain to the ground, allowing them to mingle with the mud. There will be no bread tonight, but it could not be helped. Alright, I'm fucking this whole thing up royally. And we're just being attacked. With 3 units. Let's see if we can do it. I doubt it. I'll do another run after this. Considering that we're probably going to get our ass whooped. Actually, this is already a 40-minute long video. Jesus Christ. Maybe not. But we're probably about to lose here, if I'm being completely honest. Where they at? Where they at? Come on. There they are. Got a troll, and I don't know what these guys are. Alright, Mr. Troll. Get blasted. Boom. Oh, and this fucking tree as well. Jesus. Okay, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Dude, why are there so many large units? What is this? This is not normal. All right, they're gonna die like instantly. Let's kill this dude. All right, that's not the last of them, so we gotta back up. All right, there's another tree guy, but it looks like it might be the last one. We'll let him get into the camp. That way we can kind of surround him. Make things a little bit easier. Come on, crones. All right. Go here. Oh, wow, they just got annihilated. Nice. Goodbye, sir. All right. Well, we didn't lose anybody, which is good. One of the sisters went down, but they get back up instantly after each fight, so we're good. All right, we get someone else. Spear wielders. Ooh. Or brewers. Damn. I'll get the spear wielders because they have a projectile attack that makes enemies vulnerable and they take increased damage. It's really good. We still have no money and we are super low on food. And our rainmakers are not back. Oh, nice. Okay. Our squad sent to accompany the orphan child has returned. Sans the child. They said she had not shed a single tear since they'd left us. Instead, they heard her laughing at dawn. They were so disturbed by her coldness, they sold her to a slave trader they found along the way. What the fuck? My sister and I were so infuriated, we nearly sent them away, but they pleaded with us, stating that they had received a significant sum for the child. My heart aches for her, but the purse fattens with the coin. What the fuck? I was not expecting that. That is so fucked up. A thirst for knowledge. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not gonna read every single one of these anymore because they are so long-winded. This one is basically just, or if you want to read it, you can pause here. I know which one it is. I forget what the right answer is though. We'll just do this. Well, we got some rainmakers, which I don't need. Advance. Who are these? These are the rainmakers. We'll do rain callers just so we can have some more melee. Oh no, these are still support ranged. Okay, hold on. What is this? There's the currents, tidal wave. What is this? Increase attack speed and more movement speed. No, I like the tidal wave. Tidal wave's better. And we're fighting again. Actually, I'll take these guys. Okay. Alright, I know there's gonna be a motherfucker standing right here. Yup. Big ass troll. Run him away, run away. Get him in here. Nice, very nice. Alright, I don't know why y'all took so much damage, but that's fine. Okay, why did you guys back up? What the fuck? And why are you not auto-attacking? Okay, very nice. Crones took a lot of damage there, and we lost one, but it's whatever, I guess. Why did you stop moving? This is what I'm talking about. The pathing in this game needs some work. It needs some serious work. Move. Oh shit, that's not good. Okay, keep going. Get him. Everyone come up. Come on, come on. Alright, well, we lost somebody already. Yo, guys, come on. This is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit that pisses me off. We're just standing there doing nothing. Kill this guy. See, look, they're standing there doing nothing again. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what's going on with the AI right now. Typically, whenever they're close to enemies or enemies are on screen, they just attack them. Right now, they're not doing that whatsoever. What is made of fire? Jesus. Yeah, we'll do ability damage. I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised we've made it this far. Yeah, we'll do this. We have some money.
Welcome, welcome.
We need food, but we can hunt for food. I don't need... Well, I do need wagon repairs, but it's not dire at the moment. Okay, what I'm gonna do is... recruit and recruit. And who? Bolt mages, nice. Oh, lightning riders, let's go. I don't need this right now. We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna keep them as ranged because I have the crones that do lightning damage up close. We're gonna take the shorter route here because I'm not sure we can make it through every other thing. We're gonna do a hunting event right now, and we're gonna send these rainmakers. Man, I really need some water. My mouth is so dry. Actually, let me go grab some water real quick. It's right here on my... Alright, and I'm back. It was just on my nightstand. Back up. Get in front. I feel like they're gonna come from up here again. Oh, I was clearly wrong. And you're... Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Let's get these guys up front. Oh, fucking fantastic. That's not good whatsoever. These guys can do this, because this will probably kill them entirely. Almost. I think we're gonna lose here. No, I think we're fine. Back up. Fight this guy. Go around. Back. I have no idea where that's coming from. Who is shooting at me? What the fuck? Where are these arrows coming from? There he is. Okay, well, that wasn't great. Like, this game is on hard mode right now. I'm not sure why. I'm gonna take the strands. Strands is always the way to go, to be honest. Nice. Our guys got back from the hunt. We got 75 food. We buy something. Ooh. 50%. Who needs it? Oh my god, everyone needs it. I'm gonna do this for these guys. This for them. Man, I lost a crown. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, need that. Okay, so oh, didn't do it. All right, so here's the first main boss of the game. I'm not gonna lie, this battle is very, very annoying. And I don't think we're gonna be able to do it, but we can try. I don't really have a great squad for this. Basically, this is the avatar of Justice, and the sisters are seeking her out to...
Now that you know our strength, will you reconsider our request for a decree against our Imperia foes?
You will refer to me as Your Honor or Lady Vengeance, Miss Sif. And you only defeated me by cheating, so you are even a traitor to our mantra. Have you been fraternizing with Imperians?
You're the one who gave a horde of Imperians the order to attack our villa.
Imperians will follow the law if their reward is plentiful, yet you cheat the very laws of existence. Do you think playing with time's hourglass has no consequence? My court, their excellency, you might know them as Matter, the golden-winged manticore. They will not be pleased when they discover your treachery.
Psst, Yara, we don't have to listen to this. Let's move before she traps us in here again.
I may be blind, but my ears miss nothing. You are detained for...
Here we go again.
For glory.
Alright, so this bitch is basically Lady Justice, but she turned into Lady Vengeance because she gave the order for
We can't move again.
the Imperians to
And
attack
now
the villa.
You shall provide no resistance. Deputies!
Oh, that was good damage. Let's fucking go. Ooh, let's back up. Oh my god, back up. Nice, nice. I don't know why there's fire right here. And she's the one that gave the order for the Imperials to attack our villa, even though she's not really aligned with them. So the sisters are pretty pissed off about it, and she refuses to help us. So now we are fighting her.
Order in my court.
I beat her once, and it was pretty hard.
We're free. Let's move.
And she's annoying as fuck. Also, this fight is very buggy. Once a lot of particle effects start happening on screen, the game will either freeze or stutter. Yep, stutter extremely bad. Case in point right there. These guys are not gonna make it out. She did not make it out. That's on her. For the crones, I need the crones. Is she healing? What the fuck? Get back, get back, get back, get back. Oh my goodness. gonna do this. Oh, we knocked them back, but we got rid of the fire, which is good. Oh, not good, not good, not good. They're cornered. Oh my fucking god. Oh, I can't move. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Where are the crones? Okay, everyone needs to get in close. Oh, now everyone needs to get the fuck away. These guys are definitely getting hit. Someone's getting hit. I think their crones are dead. Oh, everyone made it out. Nice. Move. Oh shit, move. Where are my water mages? Right there. Alright, the sisters are gone. Let's get you guys here. Don't go into the fireplace. I don't know why she's obsessed with fighting these lightning mages, but fine. I'm actually gonna wait on the... No, this one. Did I do the tidal wave on accident? I think I did. Yes, I did. Oops. Yeah, that just fucked me entirely. Oh my god, it did. Bro, you good? Are the crones dead? Yes, they are. I'm about to lose lightning mages, about to lose this guy. I fucked that up entirely. I royally screwed that up. Why are we not doing this? She's fucking healing. Move, please. Okay. Well, we're done for. That's it. I told you this fight's very annoying. It's not very fun. I think it really needs some adjusting because this area, this arena is way too small in my opinion for what she does. And it's just almost, especially if you have large units, it's impossible to get everyone out of the way.
Take heart, my dears. Defeat at the hands of an avatar is never
This is Avatar time. She's pretty much the minor deity that's helping us out.
Justice remains in Lady Vengeance. She is purely evil.
No, my dear. She does what is right. Always. In fact, there is a history where her name is righteousness. Before the severing, of course.
If she is righteous, then call me evil, for I don't wish to be right.
You must accept duality, Alani. Only truth is singular. Righteousness is dependent upon the beholder. So one's right and another's right are oft in opposition. This is the quandary of justice, which, without the way of the knot, leads her to vengeance.
I trust that someday truth will defend our father's honor, and vengeance shall be forced to clear the Sith name.
I see every someday, my dear Yara. And I obviously cannot share future secrets. But let me say this. Though truth is singular, her ways are a complex mystery, even to me.
All right, and she sent us back in time. So, excuse me. That is Wartorn. I like this game. It's very fun to just kind of sit down and play for long periods of time. You kind of need hours to play this game because it does take a while to get through a run. How many strides do I have? Not a lot. That was a pretty dog shit run on my part. Sorry about that, if I'm being honest. But we did make it to the boss. I'm gonna be honest, the daggers are not really it. The amount of health that you lose from switching from the sword to the daggers is horrible, and the damage possibility gained is not great. You know, run these again. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. I'll probably do another video. Hopefully we can get past that one bitch. But thank you guys for watching. Again, sorry it's taking me so long to get another video out.
We are in need of your service.
But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.